You guys, things are heating up. The Brawl News episodes are coming a little bit more frequently. You know that we are getting closer and closer to an update. Brawl Talk is only 1 week away. Brawl News! So at the very top of this video here today, I would like to kindly remind you all just how close we are to this next update once again. Next weekend, Saturday the 25th, is when we should be getting the Brawl Talk. However, on top of that, 1 week away today, Friday the 24th, we'll be getting a ton of juicy sneak peeks pertaining to Season 17. The Brawl Talk thumbnail, a juicy Easter egg photo on the Brawl Stars social medias that we always go in depth on here on the channel. So if you guys would like to keep up to date with update sneak peeks that I'm assuming will be coming out this week as well, you guys all already know I try my absolute best to keep you guys in the loop on that front. So subscribe to the channel. It should be an interesting week to come that I cannot freaking wait. But we do have some important stuff to talk about in regards to that here in this video today. Let's get into it. In the most recent episode of Brawl News here on the channel, we brought up a really interesting theory brought forth by the Brawl Stars community, talking about a photo that came out 6 days ago over here advertising the Valentine's Day Duo Showdown Challenge. It's pretty much so agreed upon at this point that this photo is most definitely an Easter egg rich photo, which most of the time comes out around this time. Getting closer and closer to the Brawl Talk, Easter egg photos like this are very apparent and abundant. Not only is it bizarre that we have the Gus environment popping up at this time, but other things were discovered as well. Most notably here in the lower left-hand corner, we have an unidentified squared-looking robot here that has what it appears to be a sprout hand. The two most popular theories at this point is that we could very well be getting a brand new robot brawler in this next update. Whether that brawler would be this thing here specifically is pretty unlikely. One thing that I did fail to bring up in the most recent episode of Brawl News is that if you guys aren't aware, most of the new brawlers in the game in the most recent updates have been human brawlers, a lot of them. And in typical Brawl Stars fashion, there seems to be a nice mix of different types of brawlers being added to the game, and I think it makes a ton of sense to get a robotic brawler, seeing that the last one has been Stu. But the second most likely outcome here, discussed heavily inside the community, is that this robot here very well could be a brand new Sprout skin. Personally, I'm definitely leaning a bit more towards that department, seeing that it's very, very rare here to be getting sneak peek photos of an actual new brawler 10-ish days in advance from the next Brawl Talk. So this very well might not be the actual new brawler itself, but I think it could be giving us clues or context as to what the new brawler might be like here in the future. We have these screws laying on the ground, as well as the interesting context of the photo. We have Gus being a ghost here, not necessarily affected by the gas that's always in the ghost station here, which could have some sort of mind controlling effect. Evidence being seen here maybe by the living mouse with glowing green eyes. Introducing a new robotic brawler into the Gus trio here for the next update might make sense based in the environment here, seeing that they are a robot brawler. They also wouldn't be affected by the gas or the mind control here in the ghost station environment. But getting away from those details, I next want to bring up some more interesting stuff that might be pertaining to this ongoing story. Taking a look at a tweet coming out 8 hours ago at the point I'm recording this video, drawing in Brawl Ball, I don't need to win, we both just have to lose. This is now pretty much so a reoccurring thing where the Brawl Stars dev team design artwork surrounded around releases of extremely relevant media out there outside of just video gaming here. This is actually a promotion of the Ant-Man movie coming out here soon. Now, it's been really confusing whether or not these photos have a significance when it comes to Easter eggs around the corner. What's to say they can't? The only reason we have a hard time with these is historically in the past they haven't really been Easter egg-esque, but they've had this air of mystery around them. But I would be lying to you all if I said that people weren't thinking that this was a sneak peek or had at least some interesting details here. One very noteworthy thing that a lot of people have been messaging my way here today is the letters in the background here in the top left-hand corner of the photo. We have K, A, P, R, and then an S at the very bottom. A definite homage to Park or Star Park, right? With a roller coaster track there in the background as well. Or could be a train track, maybe fitting into the Go Station. But the other huge thing that really made me raise my eyebrow here is, of course, the bottom text. We have Biodomania. And then the words at the bottom, witness the growth of a new sprout. I find it very ironic and incredibly interesting that we are literally seeing another kind of homage to what we were talking about in the most recent episode of Brawl News. A ton of theories of people thinking that that robot in the lower left-hand corner of the photo had something to do with a sneak peek to a brand new Sprout skin. And here we have Sprout popping up, witness the growth of a new Sprout. We have the Ant-Man poster here looking very, very similar, right? This is the definite inspiration. And we have here at the bottom, Ant-Man Wasp Quantumania. The entire poster pretty much so matches up one for one of the actual Ant-Man poster, even to the subtitle that it has down there, the witness the beginning of a new dynasty. So once again, it makes it so dang hard to figure out whether or not this is just a fun poster or if the Brawl Stars dev team is trying to relay some interesting Easter eggs to all of us. I think we can definitely admit that the witness to the beginning of a new dynasty is quite a bit different than witness the growth of a new Sprout. But at the end of the day, we'll just have to wait and see on that front. The only other interesting element coming from this photo that I wanted to relay to all of you guys is this Biodome update that is being advertised in this photo here is the update that came out this time last year. So the update that we're going into here, season 17, is this Biodomes update first year anniversary. And funnily enough, on top of that, if the timeline continues to be correct, being this next Brawl Talk coming out on the 25th, we will literally be almost perfectly on time here. The actual Brawl Talk update coming out on February 26th last year. Pretty dang wild. So definitely be sure to let me know what you guys are thinking on that note. Again, I think with this upcoming week, we should be getting some other interesting Easter egg photos if anything else is posted to the Brawl Stars social medias, and I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop on that note. Really crossing my fingers that we do get some sort of robotic brawler here, seeing that it's been such a long time. It's hard to believe the most recent new robot was Stu. But moving along here to more discussion around this next update, specifically what is confirmed coming out here already. Of course, one of the bigger highlights, I'm assuming that's going to be coming out here in season 17, is these masteries sneak peeked in the Brawlies a very long time ago. But on top of that, there are a few other things that we shouldn't be surprised about if they do come out in the update. I am reminded of this string of tweets from Frank some time ago discussing some changes to duels. Some of the existing duel maps here in the game are more than likely going to be getting some changes in this next update, making duels feel a bit better, which is a beloved solo game mode. I've been seeing a lot of people discussing recently, and I think there's a great chance in this next update, or maybe the next update after that, for some updates to existing brawler models in the game, much like Phoenix Crow. There's actually an offer in the shop for quite a while for a Phoenix Crow skin. Might be an homage to that. But on top of that, I also found this tweet super interesting from Frank here that, again, might be pertaining to new content in this next update. We have Frank saying, okay, besides the poop emoji, which pin is clearly missing from Brawl Stars? Let me know below and I will try to convince this person who works on the Supercell dev team, aka bribe him with a Lego set to make the most desired ones a reality. Look, I don't know how long it actually takes for them to design pins and stuff like that, but I would assume it wouldn't take a very long time. We might be getting a little bit too close to the actual update date, but this definitely has a ton of potential. As you guys can see, this tweet almost has 500 comments of people voicing their opinions of pins that they want in the game, dude. There could be some real toxic stuff coming from this dude. But switching gears from update news, I want to give you guys a nice reminder of a tweet coming out one day ago saying it's voting meantime, go to Supercell Make and vote for the piratey Surge skins you wish to see in the game and help us pick the best of them. I've been trying to keep you guys up to date on the Supercell Make campaign that's going on right now here for Surge. Well, the actual designing process has now come to an end, and we are in the voting process as of now. It's kind of funny, we still are awaiting that Frank Supercell Make skin to come to the game, but I think we can all agree that we are all very eagerly awaiting a brand new pirate Surge skin here to Brawl Stars. I feel like this Supercell Make campaign is one of the cooler ones in quite some time, seeing that it's for such a beloved brawler in the game. So cannot wait to see which one ends up winning, and can't wait to play with it once it's in the game. As we're nearing the end of this video here today, we have a little bit more of sad news here pertaining to the newest Supercell game, Squad Busters. As you guys can see, a tweet here coming out 2 days ago, the closed beta is coming to an end. The game will shut down tomorrow, February 16th at 3 p.m. UTC. Stick around to be the first to know about Squad Busters' future plans. So of course, it is now the 17th Friday here, so Squad Busters closed beta is now gone. So technically no one right now is able to play Squad Busters, but the very next step is more than likely going to be Squad Busters to be released into regular beta, which will give way to all of you guys out there to be able to play this game and try it out for yourselves by creating a new Apple ID in a different country, more than likely Canada, or using VPNs, which once that time comes, I'll more than likely be able to get a guide to all of you guys out there on how to download and try out this game for yourselves. It's been a very long time since a brand new Supercell game has stuck here and actually made it to global release. I have to say this game was insanely fun. It had that addictive element that almost all Supercell games have that just makes you not want to stop playing. So of course, when it comes to Squad Buster news, I'll be sure to keep you guys in a loop here on this channel. So if that interests you, be sure to subscribe up, as well as, you know, it's good time to subscribe, seeing that there's a bunch of crazy stuff right around the corner coming, at least to Brawl Stars. But yeah, everyone, I think that's a good stopping point for this video here today. Hope you all found it interesting, useful, or anything like that. Things are heating up here in the Brawl Stars community. I cannot freaking wait for more news about this next update. Cannot. But yeah, everyone, hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios and take care.